else handle it.
Up the turf, ordered heads broken, had people murdered. Steve Dunlop reports on the latest victory engineered by U.S. Attorney Rudolph Giuliani.
This is a very significant day for everyone connected with the effort against organized crime.
There were an awful lot of people in law enforcement, said Rudy Giuliani, who said it couldn't be done. But in the words of an FBI official, we've taken out their 300 hitters. The mob is on the run.
Giuliani is obviously seeking publicity at the expense of these people. He's using his office for publicity purposes, and he's seeking his own personal career.
7 of the 8 commission defendants received 100-year prison terms and fines of $250,000 apiece. The 8th received a 40-year term and a $50,000 fine, and they all received an earful from the man who heard their case, federal judge Richard Owen. To Genevieve's boss, Fat Tony Salerno, Owen said, "There's a tape with you on it saying, 'I made the mob. If it weren't for me, there wouldn't be anything left.' The fact remains that you've spent your life feeding on this community with murders, beatings, and threats. To Tony Duck's Corallo, you've been the boss of the Lucchese family for a long, long, long time. You were prepared to kill somebody if they got in your way." Most of the defendants took it all without complaining. Lucchese underboss Paul Santoro said, "Just give me 100 years and get it over with." But Colombo Chief Carmine Persico had the most to say. "I feel the prosecution should be on the stand," he intoned. "This case was prejudiced from the very first day." Afterwards, an attorney for one of the defendants agreed.
There was no physical harm to one single witness in this case. The 2 contractors that testified here, not even in the witness protection program, live at home, in no danger, nobody's harmed them, and my client gets 100 years for a payoff case. You know, he may deserve a few years in jail, but not 100 years.
If they don't take life, they destroy life. You can see it in their eyes if you look at them really closely enough. And 100 years in prison, which hopefully means that they will never get out of prison, is the kind of sentence that should be handed out.
Giuliani says the defendants should and will have their activities in prison severely curtailed, their access to telephones and visitors restricted. But historically, the mafia families have rarely missed a beat when their chieftains are sent packing. They've run things from prison before, Giuliani admits, and they'll try to do it again. Steve Dunlop, Channel 5 News.
The IRS unveiled a new weapon against